We are finally back once again with Erika Brown, the publisher and editor of The Cricket. Erika, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was great. I mean, it's been so long. I had a great
It's been a long
Thanksgiving.
time.
Fantastic.
It's weird when
It
we
was
miss a week or two with you.
a lot of eating, low stress, no drama. Isn't that like the best?
Yeah. Perfect.
I
So
had the
what have we
opposite.
missed?
Well, I have to say, Thanksgiving was, first of all, if you remember, it was really mild and beautiful with the weather. And I started off the Thanksgiving kind of the Saturday before going to Essex for the annual Lions Club Turkey Trot. Have you ever been to the Lions Club Turkey Trot?
I have, yeah.
I have
Do
wanted
you
to go.
know? Well, it is the I believe, and this actually came from Bonnie Bradford. Does she sound familiar to you? Do you know who she is?
Mhm.
Somebody's grandmother? Taylor Bradford.
Oh, really?
Bradford.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah. So she was involved. I have a great shot of her and Mike Cataldo checking people in, and she believes that it is 43 years old, is the longest running turkey trot in the United States of America.
Mm.
So it's a 5K run and walk with the kids, and the families got involved, and usually there are costumes involved, but I didn't see so many costumes. But it was fantastic. The takeoff is in front of Woodman's. They go around to Apple Street and then around and back to Martin Street and back to back home. So it was fantastic. It was a great way to start. Then the following day, pre-Thanksgiving, was the annual, also in Essex, was the annual firehouse fireman's spaghetti dinner. Have you ever gone to that?
Yep, I have done that too.
That's a great one. That's cheap and delicious, and tons of people go. It was the first year they had it in the brand new public safety building. I think everyone felt like they were at the Four Seasons.
I was going to say, you might
For
have done
Essex,
some
for
down there.
Essex, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
so we got some really sweet pictures there. People were just having such a good time. Erin Kirchner was there, and when I arrived, it was about 5:30 because it started at 4:30, 4:30 to 7. I arrived at 5:30, and just as I was arriving, they announced they were taking no more phone orders. So believe me, it was highly subscribed.
Great.
Tons of people went, and it was just a good time. So there you go. That was my Thanksgiving. And then, of course, on Thanksgiving Day, the Hornets, the Manchester Essex Regional High School varsity football game, had their annual football game. And this year it was against Georgetown. And unfortunately for Georgetown, it was a big blowout. I think they won 30, I was 30 something to 6 or 7. It was just not, it was hard. But it's such a good team. That's really, I mean, the team, I caught some great pictures of Luke Smith carrying the ball and AJ Palazzola, and it's just a really lovely time. And because it was such a beautiful day, there were tons of people there. The cheerleading squad was fantastic. It was just exuberant. Everyone felt great, and it was a really good time. So
That's really cool. And we should note, Erika, that the recent sports awards for high school were listed out in the paper.
yes, I actually have to read this because, and at the conclusion, they picked up their award. The team won the Commonwealth Athletic Football Conference Award, and it was a big deal, and it was really, really good. And then that was on Thanksgiving Day, but then right after Thanksgiving, the week after Thanksgiving, last week, they actually announced all of the Cape Ann League awards and then the actual athletic awards for the school. There was some really fantastic awards given out to, for Finn O'Hara for cross country. You had a lot for varsity soccer, and varsity soccer had a great year this year. And those kids have been playing together since elementary school. So, and there's 17 seniors on that team. So, it's hard if you're a junior because, the team is just all seniors and they've been together forever. Baron Schmidt, Naderson Curtis, Jagger Nowak, Eli Cox, just with some great awards for sportsmanship and everything. And then in girls soccer and field hockey and golf. And of course, I've already mentioned cross country. So it was really, really great. So really good.
Are your kids on any of those teams, Erika?
My two twin boys are both soccer players. And my son, I shouldn't say this, but my son won sort of a best sportsmanship award. So
Oh, nice. Congratulations, Mom.
Theo Brown.
Nice.
Anyway,
Well, and now we're looking forward to another big weekend. The holiday craze is here.
yeah, so now present tense. It's Friday. This kicks off, December 4th kicks off Christmas by the Sea, which, to be honest with you, for this whole last 3 months, people were a little on edge with the Greater Cape Ann Chamber of Commerce, which actually hosts this. and drives it all together. But because of the mask mandate and because of COVID, but it is on, and it starts tonight with the holiday stroll, which is the stroll. All the retailers open up. They have things for you to come in and enjoy and have refreshments, etc. You can go to the Trask House and get music at the Manchester Historic Museum, and it's been completely decked out by the Manchester Garden Club, and it looks so beautiful. They did such a good job, as they do every year. So that's a definite, definite yes. And then you can go around Antique Table, the Legion, Callas, everything, the Bravo, everyone's open, everyone's happy. And then over the weekend, we've got two appearances by Santa. On Saturday, Santa comes by boat. And then on Sunday, Santa goes around by truck through the entire village. So we've got a lot of Santa time. And then of course the whole thing ends off with a wonderful annual lighting of the friendship tree at the town common. That's a big, big thing. And you can have cocoa and listen to the chorus singers. And it's a big, big, lovely outdoor event. That's happening on Sunday afternoon. If anybody wants any details, you can go to the town website, you can go to the Cricket, you can go to the Chamber of Commerce, anything. So it's really, and then also the Manchester Community Center has a big thing too. They have a big part in this as well.
Well, I want to point out that for the kids watching out there, Santa is arriving by boat at 1 p.m. in Manchester and Rockport on the same day.
Oh, you're kidding.
No, I noticed that.
It's a Christmas miracle.
He's magical, that Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so Erika, so lastly, do we have to wear masks in Manchester or what?
Yeah, yesterday the mask mandate was expired. The Board of Health allowed the mask mandate to expire. Now, we talked about this last time. This was a little controversial because the Board of Health was very conservative back in August. And starting September 1st, they had a mask mandate for any public building. Now, other towns have had mask mandates for things like town halls and post offices, et cetera, big, government facilities. But this was any public space, you had to be masked. And it was because they were looking at Delta and they were looking at some of the new, sort of variants that were coming around. Omicron, not Omnicron. I always want to call it Omicron. Omicron is the newest one. So they've been watching it. So here's what's happened. The rates have been exactly scaling to last year. As you get into the wintertime, people go inside, positivity rates go up. Our positivity rates have gone up, Essex and Manchester. And so this mandate, where they thought, well, this is justified. Businesses really pushed back. And the Greater Chamber actually wrote a letter a couple weeks ago and said, we don't agree with this. You really need to stop this because even Salem has lowered its mask mandate. Well, here's what's happened with the rates. First of all, vaccination rates, that's the bottom line. Vaccination rates are super high in Manchester especially. We have 79% of residents over the age of 12 who have been fully vaccinated, and almost 60% of kids over 5 who are only allowed to be vaccinated starting a couple weeks ago. They have been fully vaccinated. So 60% of kids over 5. There have been a huge surge to get those kids vaccinated. Fun fact, I got this from the Department of Public Health from Massachusetts. Do you know if you're fully vaccinated, children 5 to 11, if you are fully vaccinated, you had both rounds of vaccines, how you're protected? 100%. 100% protection. If you're fully vaccinated, that's the number that they're giving. It's amazing. Manchester has had no hospitalization rates in the last year, none. And that's what they were most worried about. So I think people are feeling a lot better because the vaccination rates are high, the hospitalization rates are low, and even though the positivity rates are going up, it doesn't have the same impact that it had last year. Now that's for vaccinated people. You want to hear what the statistics are for people who are unvaccinated? They're not quite the same. First of all, in the state of Massachusetts, as of last week, as of November 27th, I believe it is, the rate for hospitalization, COVID hospitalizations for the vaccinated, what do you think that is?
0.5.
0.05. It's less than 1%, right?
Yeah.
And then the CDC, though, if you are unvaccinated, do you know how many more likely you are to be hospitalized and die? 10 times more likely to be hospitalized and die if you are unvaccinated. So let's all do the math. And let's get vaccinated. And by vaccinations, we're talking boosters and then over 5 and anybody who can get vaccinated. I got boosted a couple weeks ago. Did you guys gotten your boosters?
I haven't yet. I
Yeah,
haven't
I
yet.
boosted.
You can go now because as of last week, the Baker and Polito administration opened up boosters to everyone over 18.
I had to wait till after Thanksgiving holiday because I didn't want to get sick,
Yeah.
and I didn't get sick. I was fine. Had nothing. So.
I went to Connolly's in Ipswich. I drove to Ipswich. I walk in at Connolly's. I don't want a bunch of rushed people, but I don't know if they're still doing it, but they were doing it 2 weeks ago, and that's what I did, and I was able to get it.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's the weekend. I'm looking forward to the weekend. It's gonna be great.
Oh yeah.
That's great. We should go, Corey. We should go stroll.
Let's do that. Awesome stuff as always, Erika. I'm sure there's going to be more for the holidays in Manchester and Essex as the weeks unfold here. We will catch up with you next week.
I loved seeing you guys. I missed you.
No, same. Take care.